I've said this many times. People ask me, was Epstein a Mossad agent per se? I think that in reality, his stature and the role he played was in many ways far above that. If you look at his conversations with Barak, who at this time was one of the most influential people in the Israeli political and security establishment, he'd been the prime minister. He was the defense minister during part of their conversations. He was really looking up to Epstein. He was looking up to Epstein for help. He was trying to get his attention. The power dynamic was very quite discernible in their interactions. So it was really Epstein was kind of above any institution like that per se. But he was a resource and a critical node that they actually relied on for connections and help and for money and political purposes and to spread their influence globally and so forth. So I suspect that these files, which again we haven't had a chance to go through in great granularity and really to extract the true meaning out of them, does take some time to kind of put them chronologically together and see what the meaning of all the conversations were in context. But I do suspect that they will point more of this. Now, I have been looking at that conversation that you referenced earlier with Barak and a third figure who, we have some theories of who it is, but we'll not share them yet. But I think someone people probably know very well. I do think that points to even more detail about what Epstein was doing. And I think the one thing about these documents is that they're going to help us do a lot more stories about this Israel connection soon, because they filled in the gaps from some of the things that we weren't able to nail down before. And I think we'll see a lot more stories about Epstein's influence through Israel in many countries around the world, including in many countries in Africa, Central Asia, and obviously in Europe and North America and Russia as well.